What is going on, my dudes? Tystra here, back again with another Genshin Impact video. And as always, if you guys like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and as always, comment about what you thought about this video. Now, today we are going to be talking about pre-release. We're talking about all the stuff that you need to worry about for Yae Miko before Yae Miko comes out. All except for the weapon, because honestly, I'll tell you guys this, and I'll be real with y'all. I didn't do my research on the weapon. Not yet. But I do plan on doing the research for the weapon. Maybe we'll do a video on it before it comes out. We'll do a pre-release guide for the weapon so that you guys understand what it could go with and so on. But I want to talk about our girl, the lovely Miss Yae Miko, and what you guys are going to need just before she releases. Now, as of this release of the video, because this is coming out on Saturday, we only have like 3 days, and so yes, this guide is a little bit out, could have been done a little bit earlier, but at the same time I wanted to make sure that I didn't get in trouble with any leaks, so on and so forth. But now that HoneyGG is updated with all the info that is needed, we won't have to worry about that. I don't think I'll get in trouble. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to be talking about character ascension materials first, because that's the biggest thing. Obviously, your character is not going to be great unless they ascend. And of course, we got to talk about Yae Miko's ascension. So for all your mats, you're going to need 421 of our little blue bricks right here. And as you can see, I have a little bit of a stockpile ready to go with a little bit extra, because I am going to be working on Fischl right afterwards. Let me know if you guys want me to do other guides on characters that have already released. I'd love to, get your opinions on that. See if you guys want that. But I digress. Let's go ahead and continue. So, obviously, first things first is you need a certain amount of these jades. So, you're going to need at least 1 Vajrata Amethyst Silver. You're going to need 9 of these Vajra Amethyst Fragments. I'm not going to say the rest. I'm not going to say the rest like that. Sorry. I can't pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it. You're going to need 9 of the chunks, and you're going to need 6 of the gemstones. And as you can see, I'm all done with that, so that is check marked off of my list. I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. And yeah, obviously, all you gotta do is fight bosses. And the bosses that you could fight to get these mats, the best farms, are the Electro Hypostasis in Mondstadt, which obviously is just straight Electro. And then the second best one would be, in my personal opinion, to fight the, what was it called? My bad. Sorry. Second one, the fight would be the Electro Bat, because again, it's just pure Electro. Now, you could get Electro fragments and all that stuff from the double boss that just released in Economia, and you could also get those Electro shards from Electro Primo Geova shapes, the big boy. I wouldn't recommend those two, especially if you're completely just farming these stones for Yae Miko. You definitely want to capitalize on getting those done. However, tying into that, these Dragon Hair False Fins, which is from the new boss, or the new bosses, the Ice and Electro bosses, you kind of need to do those. So you need 46 of these, which equates to, I think, what was it? You get about 2 to 3 on average, which could be 22 to 33. You're honestly going to be doing it almost about 20 times, to be honest. So you got to fight the boss 20 times. So you might as well farm it and then use whatever gemstones you get, kind of farm those up. And then whatever else you need, go to the Electro Bat, which I did just to get some stuff for also Kujo Sara. Or you could do, the Electro Hypostasis and get that. So there's all that for you. Now, as you can see, I've already farmed up all that stuff, so that is done, deaded to me. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, next thing, where is it? We need to look for the Sea Ganondorna, because that's going to be the specialty item. It's going to be over here. Now, for the Sea Ganondorna, which released when the Klee event came out and the Golden Apple Archipelago, and you could farm all those, which I'm really glad that I ended up farming a good chunk of those when I was there. But you need 168 of the Sea Ganondorna. These are the, basically the Inazuma specialty item that you're going to need to ascend Yae Miko. And then following that, and this is going to be kind of a combination of the Ascension materials and the talent materials, because we're going to get into that here shortly, you are going to need these handguards. As you can see, the famed handguard, the Kageuchi handguard, and of course there's also the old handguard, which I've already turned all of my old handguards in because I'm not completely done. Now, with the famed handguard, you are going to need 129 of those as a whole. Now, I have 134 because I got lucky with some when I turned in a bunch of my Kageuchis into the famed. So I got lucky with that. Your Kageuchi handguards, you're going to need 96, and I am only 26 away from that. And then, of course, the old handguards, which is the gray version, so there's the gray, green, and blue, you need 36 of those to get all of your talents up to level 10, and that's to triple crown if you want to do that. And I want to triple crown Yae Miko, so I'm going to do that. So I am almost done with the handguard stuff. So I got enough handguards to do all my ascensions for the most part, except for the old handguards. So I'm good. I think I'm going to be set. Now, let's go ahead and get into the talents. Now, as you can see here, as we roll down, go down. You are going to need the light scrolls. So the philosophies of light, the guide to light, and the teachings of light. For the philosophies of light, you are actually going to need 114 of them. And as you can see, I'm almost done. We still have Saturday and Sunday before Yae Miko comes out, so I'm going to be farming again for those and trying to get them done. I don't know if I will, but we'll definitely see. And then, of course, we need 63 to the guides of light. These things right here. Again, hopefully I can get all these things done. And then, of course, we're going to need 9 of the teachings of light. If I don't get them done right away, I could get them done by, like, the next day. Because the day that we're going to be summoning for Yae Miko, we're actually going to be possibly finishing the scrolls here. Because I have 2 more days, and I'm going to see what happens when those 2 days are done. So, I still need to work on these light things. So, of course, you know, it is what it is. Now, one last thing, and I can't show it here, obviously, because we don't know what it looks like. But the new Raiden Shogun boss is coming out. And Raiden Shogun's mats are going to be what helps you power Yae Miko up to that level 10 spot with all of her talents. So, I don't know how many exactly we're going to need. I think it's 10, if I saw that correctly on Honey. Let's see. No, 18. You're going to need 18 of those mats in total to triple crown your Yae Miko. Wonder what it's going to be. It's 1 of 3, I know that. So it's going to take a little bit to triple crown her completely. So I'm not all that worried. I'll have all the mats done. So that way I just got to do the boss. So there's that. And then, of course, everybody also wonders how much more is this going to cost. And it's a lot because it's going to be the same for every character. So let's go in here so that way I can actually kind of look at it. You're going to need 7.1 million Mora for this. And as you can see, I'm at 6.4, so I'm almost there. Another Mora, or probably, yeah, 1 more day of Mora farming, which is going to be the day before this video comes out. I'm going to get into a weird timeline, so I'm not even going to try. But 7.1 million is what you're going to need. Now, the last thing that you want to farm for Yae Miko, if you're working on this, is artifacts, obviously. And I'm using Razor here to kind of show off artifacts because that's how I am. Now, she scales off of attack percentage and elemental mastery, right? So here's what I'm going for my Yae Miko build. Obviously, I have a 2-piece Shinanawas already with the crit rate, crit damage. The only thing I wish those energy recharges were actually elemental mastery. Because, again, she scales off that elemental mastery. So I'll probably end up farming a little bit more Shinanawas later on just to try and make her perfect. But she, in my opinion, is going to be a 2-piece Shinanawa, 2-piece Glad with a essence on crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, and elemental mastery of those 4 stats. I still need 2 pieces of Glad because I, for some reason, cannot come up with Glad pieces outside of that. And if you guys know me, I tend to like make characters have their own pieces. I don't share pieces between like characters. So that's still something I need to farm for Yae Miko. And of course, there's always more that you could do for Yae Miko in that sense. You could min-max as much as you can. I definitely say if you put an emphasis on crit rate, crit damage, and I would honestly say even elemental mastery above attack percentage, but I could be wrong on that. you'll do fine. So for me, obviously we have the HP flower and the attack flat feather. I would say elemental mastery sands, and then of course electro damage cup, and depending on your crit rate and crit damage, I would say, you know, crit rate or crit damage. However, I think Yae Miko is going to scale with crit rate, so probably crit damage is going to be your best bet. So if we look so far, and this is just with, you know, all the stats, every character gets that 50% buff in crit damage, and having already with just two pieces, almost 20% crit rate and 69% crit damage, I think it's going to be great once I get the other three pieces in. Now, again, I'm also not talking about the weapon because I don't know. I need to do some studying on that, and I don't want to provide you guys with false information that I haven't studied. So, that's all I really got for Yae Miko and what we can expect as a farm guide. Now, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the farm guide. Do you guys think this was informational, or do you think you already knew about all this stuff? Yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' comments on it, but I hope everybody who summons for Yae Miko gets Yae Miko. I hope you all are Yae Miko havers. Somehow, I hope that all of you get her C6. That'd be fantastic. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We will be back with next week, where we will actually talk about the weapon that she comes out with, and of course, we're going to have a summoning video. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you think. As always, I love you guys to death, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Take care and be safe.